Hello and welcome to DIY EV Mods. Today I just wanted to give a quick update on what's going on with Claire. So I did have those batteries replaced, the high voltage batteries replaced out of a 2018 into that 2013. The place that I had it done, Anything Auto, even after replacing the batteries, they still couldn't get the car to move. So I had it towed over to Brinson Ford in Athens, Texas, and they diagnosed it. And they are saying that the battery control module isn't responding to their tests. They've tested all the wires from one end to the other, and all the wires are good. There's no broken wires, insulation ripped off, nothing's shorting out anywhere. So as far as I can tell, all the wiring for the vehicle is good. So what I figured I would try to do today is, this is the battery control module out of the pack that was originally in Claire, in the Ford Focus Electric. So what I'm going to try to do is pop open the battery. If I remember correctly, there should be an access panel right up on top. Should be able to just remove those bolts and swap out that battery control module and see if that will fix the issue, since they're seeming to not be able to communicate with the battery control module inside of the batteries I purchased. So I'm just praying this works. And I'm going to take you along with me, and we will see how things go. Okay, so here we are at the dealership. Here she is. Batteries are installed. New batteries. But like I said, we're having issues with them. So what I'm going to do, gotta do now, this is gonna be a little harder than I was expecting it to, because I thought there was just a top cover just right on the top, but it looks like it's this piece right here. I'm gonna have to remove all of these on the top here, and then coming around the side, all of these on the bottom. But I think once I do that, I can get up underneath and just peel this off. You can see some of the sealant coming out from right here. So hopefully I can just peel this piece off here, and that'll do the trick. I really wish I'd remembered to record myself taking this the old one apart, because then I could reference what I did there to what I'm doing now to see if it's even gonna work, because these little dimples right here, they make me nervous, make me think that maybe this piece is actually tacked to this piece here, which would mean a lot more work for me to get this piece off. But we'll just have to see. Only time will tell. So first thing I'm gonna do is disconnect the negative battery cable on the 12 volt. Then this is your safety disconnect. This has got to come off. This is a 2-part. Pull it, click it, and then push it again to get the handle all the way down, and then this will slide right off. And then I got to just let it sit for a few minutes just to make sure there's no power in this battery when I start ripping it apart. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I'll get back to you when I know more. Alright, so here is the battery terminal. Took it off. I've got a video on how to take that battery out. If you need to see how that's done, you can find that video on my channel. What I wanted to show you is how this comes off. This might not be as smooth as I want it to go, especially with one hand. So you push that little clip and that comes out partially, and then you got to push down on it again. And I can't do it with one hand. Let me see if I can set this right here. I don't know if you can see this. You gotta push that clip again. Come on. Get it to come the rest of the way out, just like that. So it's a double click. So this is a service disconnect, just obviously just disconnects power. So now what I'm going to do is work on getting all these bolts out here. So let me get these bolts out and I'll get back to you. Alright, so here we go. I got all of these bolts out, except for this one down here appears to be stripped. Moving, it will not come out of there. It just spins and won't come out, so hopefully that won't make it so I can't take this off, but we'll have to see. But the rest of them are all out of there. So now what I'm going to try to do is pry on this, see if I can't pop this thing off of here. At least if I can get it to move enough to get out of the way. I believe the module I need to get to is somewhere around here, from the last time I took one of these apart, but we'll just have to see. I'm really hoping that I don't have to take all this front cover and all this stuff off, but if I remember right, I thought I was able to take just like a little panel off to get stuff before I started actually removing everything. So this might have been it. So here we go. I'm going to try to take this part off. Well, it looks like I was wrong and right at the same time. This top cover does not come off by itself. These are little welds. So I'm going to have to, but I believe this just curves around here and stops here. So I'm going to try removing just this top row and see if that will free it up at all. And then if not, then we might have to remove all this stuff here, which, if I remember right, this stuff back here connects on the other side of this piece too. So I don't think I'll be able to just disconnect everything here and then pull this panel forward. But that will be that might be plan C, I guess, is to try to take all this stuff off, and if I don't get any wiggle from just taking this top row off here, I'm going to take all this stuff off and see if I can't take this panel off. But I'm pretty sure from the last time I pulled one of these apart, there was stuff on the back side holding this stuff off, so I wasn't able to really remove this panel without accessing it from the other side. But so I'll get back to you and let you know. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's gonna be looks like it's gonna be plan C, because I got all these front ones off and it was moving. Then I got around to the side here and there's bolts in the side which I can't get to with this battery in there. They're just too long to be able to pull out. So I'm gonna try taking all this stuff off and see if I can't come in through right here. If not, it might be time to take the battery out of the car, which honestly I'm not sure that I want to pay to have done again. So we'll see how plan C goes, and I'll get back to you. Well, it looks like even plan C and plan D did not pan out. Pulled these forward to look, and it's actually batteries on this front part. All batteries. So that means the modules must be on the back side. Back over here. Again, really kicking myself for not recording it when I first took these apart, because I could have saved myself a lot of time and a lot of effort. This case is not going to come off without this battery being out of the car, or at least up and rotated, so that I can get to the sides and get to these bolts, because they're all through the side, all down both sides. I can't remember if it's on both sides. I guess I could look at my carcass at the house and find out for sure. But yeah, without cutting this thing open, which is not really an option, it looks like this might be the end of it for Claire. I've got so much money in this and still no progress, and I do much more, and I've got more into the car than she's worth. So I'm gonna have to do some thinking, some praying, and talking to my wife, seeing how she feels about things. But this might be goodbye, which is unfortunate, because I really liked this car, loved this car. But sometimes you got to do the hard things. So I hate to end on such a sad note. If you liked the video, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to get notified when I drop a new video. Thanks for watching.